The Awakened Arbitrator and Grand Order, Zooey, is an oppressive character with long-reaching normals, strong set play, and numerous zoning tools. Zooey can control large sections of the screen with her thunder projectiles or with the help of her wyvern, Liern, which requires resource management. Liern's attacks are used for combos, plus frames to maintain your turn, and zoning. If you want a character that has good normals, strong Oki tools, and hard to challenge pressure, then Zooey is the character for you. Zooey's unique action is Convergence. Holding U will refill the Dragon Gauge, a second resource that is needed to perform 2-3-6 moves. The Dragon Gauge will charge at half speed while Liern is away from Zooey or on cooldown. You can cancel into Convergence from block normals. You can poke with Zooey's far-reaching normals and quick tap U to build a little dragon meter while also keeping your pressure safe. This is also useful for anti-air combos. Holding forward and pressing any attack while in Convergence goes into a burst attack known as the Last Wish. This move is invuln frames 2-4 and surrounds Zooey in a single hit blast that knocks down grounded opponents. This move can also be used to cancel out single hit projectiles. If you hit an opponent with the Last Wish, you will regen 50% of the Dragon Gauge. You can also combo with the Last Wish for a decent ender that forces an air tech, which allows Zooey to set up her pressure. This move is punchable on block, so be careful for opponents trying to bait this attack. 2-3-6 Summon Dragon uses the Dragon Gauge and has Liern attack with either a charge attack, Pillar of Fire, or a Fire Beam. If you completely deplete the Dragon Gauge, Liern will despawn and will go on a 12-second cooldown. After performing a 2-3-6 special, Liern will stay in place for 3 seconds. Since Liern cannot be hit, you can use a combination of special moves to lock down your opponent from long distances. 2-3-6 Light, Immortal Thrust, is a fireball that always sends Liern from where Zooey is and only uses 5 Dragon Meter. This is your standard poke and reposition tool to zone. Liern will travel full screen and stop if he hits the opponent or if he reaches the wall. If Liern is behind the opponent, Liern will still face the correct way and attack from behind with either 2-3-6 Medium or Heavy. 2-3-6 Medium, Heavy Breath, shoots a 3-hit Pillar of Fire in front of Liern and uses 17 Dragon Meter. This is one of Zooey's best Oki tools. With proper spacing and in the corner, Zooey can use this projectile on the opponent's wake up while staying out of range of DPs. This move is also +6 on block. In the corner, you can combo off of 2-3-6 Medium by itself or link into it from strong starters like Anti-Air 2 Heavy. If your opponent isn't willing to challenge, then use this on block to continue your pressure. You can also use 2-3-6 Medium as an ender and go into Heavy Thunder setups. 2-3-6 Heavy, Sweeping Beam, is Zooey's full screen and most powerful zoning tool that is also plus on block. This move uses 20 Dragon Meter, but has a total of 10 hits, shoots a laser beam from the ground to the sky, and can be comboed off of if in the corner or full screen with the use of 2-3-6U or reverse hit. You can use this in block strings to either approach with plus frames or bait out a dodge. You can also use this on your opponent's air tech or knockdown to get plus frames and maintain your turn. 2-3-6U, Ultimate Summon Dragon, summons the Peacemaker's Wings. This is a full screen projectile that beats out weaker projectiles, is air unblockable, and ends in a hard knockdown. Use this move in reaction to your opponent's projectiles, jump-ins, or confirm with 2-3-6 Heavy. This move also automatically restores 50 Dragon Meter. 2-4, Spinning Slash, is a single hit slash that moves Zooey forward and used to confirm off her normals. This move also has 2 follow-ups, Race Strike and Bisection. The light version is a standard hit confirm tool off of 5 light and other straight hits that can confirm into both follow-ups. This version covers the least distance. The medium version can only be comboed off of auto combos, heavy normals, and counter hit medium normals. The heavy version has the same startup as the light version and is Zooey's corner combo tool. The ultimate version launches the opponent higher than the heavy version for higher corner damage. This is an expensive tool to use in combos and there are generally better options. However, we can use this with 2-2U for round-ending combos. The attack properties of the 2 follow-up hits are based on the normal used with 2-4. For example, if you press 6 medium after 2-4 light, you will only get the frame advantage of the light version and not the medium. Light, medium, or heavy after Spinning Slash goes into a low attack called Race Strike. This ender forces a knockdown and is decent, but is not as useful as the other follow-up, Bisection. 6 light, medium, or heavy after Spinning Slash goes into either a combo ender or extender called Bisection. This ender is a mid-hit that forces an air recovery on the light version and knockdown on the medium and heavy version. This should only be used off of confirmed hits since it's -11 on block. Off of 2-4 medium into Bisection in the corner, the knockdown will give you enough time to set up with either 2-3-6 medium or 2-2 heavy. 2-4 heavy into Bisection is a combo tool that will launch the opponent high enough into the air. This 2-3 aerial spinning slash starts with an upwards lunge into a dive attack. Despite the animation, this move, with the exception of the ultimate version, is not a true DP. The light version of this move has no hitbox on the rise and -2 on block. Don't use this move. The medium version does have a rising hitbox, making it a semi-reliable anti-air tool and combo ender. You can also use this as a gap closer from around mid-screen. However, you can't combo from this move, even on counter hit. This is also 0 on block, meaning you can force an RPS situation if this is used to engage on the opponent or get out of the corner. The heavy version has the fastest startup at 9 frames, has a hitbox on both the rise and fall, and is +2 on block. Unlike the medium version, 63 heavy can hit grounded opponents. This is one of Zooey's best engage tools when spaced properly. 63U is a true DP that ends in a hard knockdown. You can either go for a same side or cross up safe jump with jump heavy or jump medium respectively. Just make sure to delay the jump. 2-2, Thunder, is both a zoning, Oki, and spacing tool. Zooey will strike the ground, which has a hitbox, and summon single hit Thunder Blast at varying distances. All versions of Thunder reposition at the corner and can't go out of bounds. You can also delay the Thunder by holding down the button used to summon them. The Thunder will reactivate when the button is released or at max hold time. If Zooey is hit or blocks while holding Thunder, then the charge disappears. If you want access to all your normals, do the technical input first, then hold down the special button. The Thunder will activate when you release the special button, and you can freely use all 3 normals, which is important for going into the high mix in the corner. The light version summons Thunder from 1 backstep away, and the medium version from 3. You can use the light version as a block string ender that pushes the opponent away slightly. You can also hold this version to go for a safe 6-6 medium or extend your pressure after poking. The heavy version is both a very good corner Oki and zoning tool. At mid-screen, the 3 Thunderbolts push the opponent away on block. Using this in neutral helps build distance between Zooey and the opponent, which you can use for either convergence charge or zone with 2-6 heavy. You can use the heavy version on block in the corner for plus frames and maintain your turn. In the corner in combination with a hard knockdown or air tech ender, you can use delay 2-2 heavy so that all 3 Thunderbolts land in the corner, which gives Zooey ample time to go for a mix-up and confirm with the Thunder hits. More on this in the next section. The ultimate version has slower startup on the Sword Strike, but now guard crushes. The Thunder Strike also tracks the opponent. If either the Sword Strike or Thunder hit the opponent on block, you'll regen 12.5 meter like all other ultimates. If the opponent is hit with the guard crush, they will get hit by the Thunder and force into a hard knockdown state. For a safe jump, with 5 light, then forward jump and land with jump heavy. The opponent can regular block the Thunder. If the opponent does get hit, they will go into a crumple state and will give you time to run in for a combo. You cannot delay the ultimate version of this move. Thunder can also be performed in the air with 2-2. Mid-air Thunder acts more as a poke and zoning tool rather than set play. When used, this will also halt Zooey's falling momentum. The light version shoots the beam at 45 degrees, the medium version shoots around 60 degrees, and the heavy version fires both the light and medium beams. You can use this move to bait out low-reaching anti-airs, bait grabs, or go for standard zoning. By using 2-2U low to the ground, you can combo into 6-6 heavy mid-screen or 2-4 ultimate and deal around half health damage combos in the corner. This does cost 75 meter, but is a well worth shimmy to close out rounds. Zooey's Skybound art is Gamma Ray. Zooey will dash forward slightly while raising her blade in the air. The super does end in a safe jump. Hold forward. When Zooey starts moving, press up and land with jump heavy. Zooey's super Skybound art is Armageddon. Zooey will dash 3/4 of the screen with an advancing hitbox. However, you will only get the cinematic and more damage if you hit the opponent from close range. It is possible to punish fireballs with a far range. Unfortunately, you will only deal 4,400 damage. Zooey's main game plan is to pressure the opponent from a safe distance with either her long-reaching normals or 2-3-6 moves. Make use of Zooey's sword normals, which include 5 medium, 2 medium, and 5 heavy. These moves keep your opponent at bay, can confirm into 2-4 light, and can cancel into convergence or 2-3-6. Switching between convergence and 2-3-6 cancels is important. This is an RPS situation. If your opponent expects the convergence charge, they will go aggressive. Use 2-3-6 light to beat out their mash. If your opponent expects a fireball, this gives you time to charge up the dragon meter and potentially take your turn again. And while your opponent expects the far normals, don't forget to throw in Dash Light into the mix, as it's a fast engage tool that is +2 on block. Dash Heavy is another tool to consider. This is a 2-hit move that has armor against mid-hits, including projectiles. Even though the move is -8 on block, the reward you get for a good read is a combo opportunity. For standard pressure, use 2-3-6 light or heavy, then use Dash Light to get in with plus frames. Start to condition your opponent with a combination of rushdown and zoning, and bait hard committal options such as VPs or slow normals. In the corner, Zoey's pressure becomes a lot more oppressive, especially with the use of Heavy Thunder. Using the 3 hits of Heavy Thunder, Zoey can use setups for moves that normally wouldn't combo. To start up the set play, after using 2-1-4 Heavy into Bisection to combo the opponent, use Close Light, then Close Medium auto combo, and end in Heavy Thunder. With the Heavy Thunder setup, we can now go for our mix-ups, which include auto combo low high enders using 6 medium or 6 heavy, dash medium, which is an overhead and not the standard low, block DP into punish combo. For a simple side swap, confirm into Raging Chain, combo with 5 medium medium, then use 2-1-4 heavy and delay the Ray Strike. You should go under the opponent and can then follow up with 2U into a special cancel. Don't forget to recharge the Dragon Gauge. Losing Liern for 12 seconds is a big deal since you lose access to some of your strongest zoning and plus tools. Just remember that both Last Wish and 236U both grant 50 Dragon Gauge on hit. While Zoey has oppressive zoning and set play, her actual defensive capabilities are weak. Make sure to take space whenever possible, be aware of Liern's position, and pressure Zoey with low normals to deny the use of 6-6 Heavy. Learning how to dodge 236 Heavy from mid to close range is also important. This is one of Zoey's go-to pressure tools since it's super advantageous on block and covers a lot of space. There is a consistent dodge time regardless of distance. From full screen to 5 heavy poke range, dodge right before Liern shoots a beam. You will be +3 and +1 respectively. 236 medium can also be dodged to deny the plus frames. If used in a block string, dodging will leave you +8 at best. If spaced properly, you won't be able to punish Zoey, but you will be able to take your turn. Both follow-ups of Spinning Slash are punishable on block if misspaced. Ray Strike is -8 on block, and Bisection is -11. Keep in mind that Zoey has no true reversal except for 623U, which requires 50 meter. Don't let up on the pressure and try to maintain your turn and force Zoey into using Brave Counter or Mash. 623U is a standard DP and can be punished on block. When you're 2 characters length away from Zoey, she is at the proper spacing to use 623 Heavy and will try to get the plus frames. When Zoey uses 623 Heavy from a distance, we have a few options to punish this move. With fast reactions, forward jump to the startup of the move and use a fast air normal like jump light or jump medium. Dodge when Zoey reaches the apex of the jump. With proper timing, you'll be +6 or 7 and can punish her. If timed late, you will be average around +2 to +4 and can try to take your turn. You can also go for DP. If Zoey attempts to do the 2-2 heavy set play, you can still challenge with a DP. Any Held Thunder moves will automatically disappear if Zoey is hit or grabbed. Ultimate Thunder has a 25 frame startup. You can either challenge Zoey with a far-reaching light or dodge the guard crush and go for a close medium or heavy combo. If you do get hit by the guard crush, you can still use Brave Counter to get out. Some players to watch are Reeson, Coco, and Patapon.